Hello students, am I audible and visible? Himanshu, Rosh, it has already begun, so please tell me, am I audible and visible? Anyone who is online? Thank you, Rosh. Thank you. So let's begin our today's good evening and thank you. So let's begin our today's session, today's webinar. The main topic of discussion today is that why the senior students keep on, they keep on struggling between a range of 650 to 710, between that range. They are not going below 650, they are not going above 750 in the mains examination. And especially if we talk about GS marks, what is happening there in GS? Actually, what is happening, their range is somewhere between 360 to 400. They are not able to go above that 400, above 440, right? Those marks that you need to get a good rank, get a top 50 rank. That is one of the topic of discussion in this webinar. We will try to look at the causes, we will try to find the solutions, right? We will try to chart a path for way forward, what you need to do, what your approach should be during this time period, for this upcoming attempt of 2026. Along with me here is Sachi Sharma ma'am. My name is Mohit Alawat, and all of you are very well aware of Sachi Sharma ma'am. She has secured rank 550 in last year's 2024 mains. So she has the experience. She has done all the mistakes, and she has rectified all the mistakes. She has been there on the battlefield where you are right now, and she has conquered that, not only with hard work, not only with perseverance, but with strategy and smart work also. So we will also get to know from her as well what are the mistakes that she made and how did she found out the solutions. Over to you, Sachi ma'am.
Hello everyone. Sir, first of all, thank you. And as sir mentioned that I have written mostly 3 mains, and in my first 2 mains my marks were stuck between the range of 690 to 725. But in my last attempt, in which I have got selection as well, my score improved to 780. So the issues which I faced earlier and which I rectified later were, firstly, I was not practicing answer writing enough. I used to write answers, I used to practice model, I used to practice mock test, but I was not practicing them enough. So in the last attempt, I practiced almost 30 to 35 GS tests only. I've written approximately 10 essays. I have written approximately 8 to 10 full length of sociology optional test. So first thing was that I was not practicing answer writing. Second thing is that there was a lacuna in my structure. Like in my earlier attempts, I was not even aware that okay, the answer has to be written in terms of the context. I used to just write what is being explicitly asked and not what is being implicitly said to you. And then I have to structure my content as per the context. I have to tweak whatever I have as per the context or in what light the question has been asked. So second mistake was that. Third mistake which I faced was that I was not having ready-made things. Now you all must be thinking that okay, enough of these templates and other things. But when you do not have specific points under a question which you have absolutely no idea about, there you need something or the other so that at least you have a right structure. And when you have a right structure, you have a broad framework, then you can fill up the content as per the knowledge you have. So earlier what used to happen was, when I didn't know the question about, I used to leave the question altogether. But now in this attempt, there were many questions which I have absolutely no idea about. Still, I wrote those questions, and I think I did fairly well in those questions because I had that vibe that okay, I have given enough good attempt in this. So these 3 things I faced. Fourthly, fourth issue which I faced was I was not having ready-made notes of the syllabus. I had the ready-made market solution. I had the ready-made things which the other coaching institutes were providing. But how do I make it? Whenever the notes are personalized, it's better that it's better because you have a better retention capacity while you are writing the answers. You know that, okay, this content, this point is written here, and you will be able to replicate it while you are writing the answer. So these 4 issues I faced, and then I rectified it. So these were all the issues I faced.
Thank you, Sachi ma'am. And many of you are even facing more issues, right? I have written down some of the issues. These are the forms filled by many of the students who were interested in joining a Super 50 batch. And these issues, if you look at it, most of the senior aspirants, what is the problem? What is that one thing which separates a senior aspirant from a ranker? What is that one thing? That is one extra mark. That one extra mark in each question. One extra mark. While a senior aspirant is struggling somewhere between 85 to 95, a ranker is scoring 115, 125. That this is what they are doing. So they are not I am saying they are not outperforming you by a huge margin. What they are doing, they are able to outperform you by one extra mark in each question. How they are able to do, why you are not able to do that, these are some of the problems that you need to sit down, think about it, and then you need to find the solutions, right? One of the basic problem is many senior aspirants, they have basic content. You have the basic content, but that edge is missing, right? If you write the example, the examples are cliched examples, Gandhi, Nehru, Kalam, all those things, right? Where are the unique examples? Where are the most relevant examples? If you are writing the content, your 3 points are good because you have the basic content, but by the time you come to the 4th point, 5th point, 6th point, either you are writing random points or you are writing low quality points, and all of these things, they are hurting you. Not much difference, but 1 mark per question will, and you will end up losing, let us say, 20 marks per paper.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
That's a huge difference, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Examples are not personalized. Examples are not customized.
Exactly.
You are just copying whatever there is standard going on.
Yes.
Like sir said, Gandhiji's, Kalam's, and everything. But you have many other examples, and if you are socially aware enough, you will be able to replicate it.
Yes. And another problem is of practice. All of you are practicing answer writing after the prelims. But what is happening in October, November, December, January? After January, you will have not much time. You will be shifting towards your prelims. You will be focusing on prelims because prelims is very unpredictable. But people are wasting so much time here, right? Not enough practice. And by the time, this time, even there are only around 2 months. 24th of May we have prelims, on 8th of August we have mains. So 1 week after prelims and 1 week before mains, you don't count that. You only have around 60 days or maybe 62 days, right? So that practice, that enough practice is missing. I was talking to one of the rankers on my podcast on Vajiram's channel itself. So Angad Ji Saggu, right, rank 162 this year. Then he said a very good thing. He said that, sir, volume matters. Volume matters. He was able to score 150, around 150 rank in his second attempt itself. Why? Because practice, volume of practice, that matters a lot. How many tests you are attempting, that matters a lot. It's not just blind practice, but this is one of the factors that you have to focus upon. Am I right, Sachi?
Yes, yes, sir.
How many tests did you attempt during your last mains, if I may know, for the audience?
Yes, sir. Like, as you mentioned that in my earlier attempts, I used to only start answer writing practice after clearing prelims.
Yes.
But this time, I approximately attempted 30 to 35 GS tests only.
Only GS test, around 35.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
sir.
that is almost 9 tests per paper.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And then 8 to 10 tests of optional, approximately 8 to 10 tests of essays. So I practiced a lot, and that helps.
That helps, right? And one of the other problems is poor value addition. Right, here it is, poor value addition. Either most of the students, most of the senior students, they do not know how to add value to an answer. They do not know how to proper structure an answer, right? They do not know where to make a flow chart, where to make a pie chart, where to make a graph, where to make a map. And everybody is making those easy India maps, right? Everyone is doing that. That is not giving you that 1 mark extra edge, that 1 mark edge that you are looking for in each answer. You will not get it by poor value addition or poor structuring. right? And this is one of the biggest problem that is coming again and again, because you're structuring, what your structure. UPSC doesn't reward content. UPSC is not rewarding knowledge, right? If you want knowledge, go do PhD, go do doctorate on some topic. UPSC is not rewarding knowledge, they are rewarding clarity of thought. Are you able to write your answer precisely and with clarity of thought within a space of 2 pages or 3 pages, within a word limit of 150 or 250 words? That matters a lot, right?
Yes, sir.
And another thing is your notes. Either you have not made notes, or those notes are bulky notes. Either some students, they copy paste from one place to another place, right? So this is one of the again bigger problem, right?
Yes.
Then PYQ brainstorming or PYQ decoding, right? Most of you have not even done that. You are not doing PYQs, you are not brainstorming PYQs, right? So all of these problems, and more importantly, quality feedback, right? Quality feedback is very, very important. If you are writing and there is nobody to guide you, you are just sailing in an open ocean without a compass.
Yes, sir.
You will reach nowhere. That quality feedback, I'll give you an example of quality feedback. What happens when you get a quality feedback, right? What happens if you get a quality feedback? This is Shakti Dubey's example on your screen, students, right? Look closely. In her first test, she was scoring in 70s and 80s. If you look at for first test, 71, 78, 81, 82. But what is happening in next test? More than 100, right? In the last test, by the time she wrote her 10th or 12th test, she was already scoring more than 100. So two things matter here. And not only her example, you can take example of Kanikanab, right? Both of these are rankers. One in IFOS, Indian Forest Service examination, one is CSE, UPSC CSE, right? So, and both of these are short students, right? So even her example, in first test, she's scoring only 57 here. And by the time she's writing her last test, she's scoring 116, a jump of more than 100%. So how is this possible that some students are able to do it, but not many are able to do it? How is this possible? Because guidance, quality guidance you need, plus your persistence, right? Your hard work. You are working on that guidance. That is more important. If you are ready to work on that guidance, you will sail through no matter what. Now, I listed out the problems, right? Now, what is the solution to these problems? What is the solution to your basic content? How you enrich your content? Solution is enriching content, but how? Right? Another problem, practice. Solution is you start practicing right now. You do not waste your time this time around in November, December, and January, right? So you do practice. That is the solution, and you do enough of it, right? You do enough of the practice, right? This is the solution. Structuring part, there should be someone to guide you. Value addition part, it comes down to quality evaluation, right? Quality evaluation of your copies. The best evaluation that you can get, somebody who can evaluate your answer to the top-notch level. This is what you need, right? Note making, you need, to some extent, you need one-pager notes, I think, right? And you also need to make your own notes, or you need to enrich these one-pager notes from your own site so that they becomes personalized notes, right? You do not have the time right now to make notes from scratch, because there is an ocean to read. Yes. And you can only read a bucket full. So what you have to do, you have to choose that bucket wisely, right? And quality feedback, as I was talking about. So now the question is, how do we solve these problems?
Yes, especially this PYQ not decoded.
Yes.
So many people are doing, like I also did PYQ practice in my first two mains, but what I was not doing was PYQ brainstorming.
Yes.
So I was doing PYQ writing, but not brainstorming. And there is a difference in that.
Yes.
So that's why.
Please explain what's the difference to the audience.
So when we are doing simply PYQ writing, we are just picking up a question and just writing under it. But when we are doing PYQ brainstorming, we are basically imagining that on what perspective this further topic can be asked. For example, right to privacy or Article 21. Now, basically, UPSC has asked only on two themes under Article 21. That is environmental part and privacy part. Now we can imagine on what parts environment and privacy can be expanded, because UPSC has not touched any other theme under Article 21. So these are the things which comes under brainstorming, that we are able to link what we have and when we are analyzing PYQs, and not simply just picking up a question and writing answer to it.
Yes, very good. And Kabir, yes, you do not agree with me because content enrichment puts you in perfection loop. I agree with you. Actually, maybe you did not understood me what I was trying to say. Whatever content you have, you need to enrich it as well. If somebody, maybe you have good content, right? If someone who does not have good, let us say, basic quality level content, that person needs to enrich the content, Kabir, right? So whatever I am suggesting, it may not be see, I wrote down here 7 mistakes. Maybe you are making 4 of them, maybe you are making 3 of them. There will be someone who are making 7 of them, and there will be someone who are making none of them, right? Yes, Kabir, thank you. I hope you get it, because someone needs that content. And obviously the logic you talked about, I agree 100%, right? You need to decode, you need to write all the answers with logic, right? Logic should be there. Once you apply logic, you know how to decode the demand of the answer. What is the core demand of the answer? What is the non-core demand of the answer? By applying the logic, you can break down the keywords, right? And by breaking down the keywords, by breaking down the demand of the answer, the command word of the answer or question, what you can do, you can generate so many points, you can generate so many dimensions. And what happens when you do that? Your points, they do not you do not write only 4 or 5 points, you write 6, 7, 8 points. Your points are well structured, they are prioritized in well order. The quality of points improves, the quantity of points improves, right? Shubham Sharma, sir, is this program useful for beginners or those who have completed their syllabus? This program technically is for them who have completed their syllabus, right? Obviously the beginners will also benefit, but this is senior, senior super 50 program. So this is only for those, mostly it will benefit those who have written one mains before. But if you are someone who has not written the mains, then but you have prepared the mains, you can meet us. You will be required to write a test, because to get admission, the eligibility criteria itself is to write at least one mains, right? And when we see the mark sheet, if we are not happy with that, then you may be required to write a test as well, right? How to deal with this? How to prepare short and concise note that can be revised and recalled efficiently? Very good, Harsh. Rosh. Okay, Rosh. So how to prepare short notes? See, there are 2 things I will tell you, right? And these 2 things, there are only 2 criteria to prepare the notes, right? Only 2 criteria. One criteria is whatever you write in the notes, first thing, you do not make notes in the first reading itself. That is one thing. You make notes once you have revised anything after 3-4 times. 3-4 revision, you can come to the notes. Now, whatever you will be writing, it should be important. This is one criteria. Second criteria is it should be hard for you to remember. Hard to remember. And both of these criteria should fulfill. See, what happens while people make notes, the biggest mistakes that they make, or if the students are revising the notes, what is happening? The most amount of time and energy they are wasting in writing down the same thing that they already know. If you can remember something, you don't have to put that thing in the notes. And if that thing is not important, you don't have to put that thing in notes. If I can remember some content very easily, no matter how important that content is, I will not write it in the notes. And those 1-pager notes, those 2-pager notes, those notes you can only prepare 2 months before the examination, 3 months before the examination. If you have a whole year before you will try to, this is human nature, everyone, you will fail to make those notes, because then you will think that I have enough time, let me enrich them more, let me add this source, let me add that source, and you will keep on expanding and expanding. Akshay Saxena, this was my first mains, haven't got the mark sheet yet, will the last mock okay suffice for it? Yes, Akshay, if you have written the mains, you can show us your mains admit card and your answer writing, your test as well, and you can come and discuss with us. And I would urge all of you, right? The right guidance. When I talked about quality feedback, right, I did not talk about some kind of feedback where which you get everywhere in the market, the run of the mill mentoring. This is not what I am talking about. I am talking about mentoring in this program which analyzes, which goes deep into each and every aspect of your answer. You come, you meet the mentors, and mentors, the team is great. We have rankers. Sachi Sharma ma'am is here, Shoaib sir is there, Rahul Shekhar sir is also part of the team. All of these are rankers, right? Biren sir is the part of the team. So we have senior mentors, experienced mentors, and rankers in the team. So they will go, they will tear apart your answer one by one, each aspect, and will give you the suggestion that actually works, that actually help you getting a very good rank, right? Juhi, please tell me the procedure. To Juhi, you can go online, search Super 50, or you can call us at Vajiram and Ravi. You can just call the I would say customer care number. You Google it. You call Vajiram and Ravi, and they will tell you how to enroll it. You will have to fill up a Google form. Basically, they will give you the link to a Google form where you will be asked to upload your mark sheet. Your mark sheet, right? Sachi ma'am, can you tell me, did you brainstorm PYQs? Priya is asking. Sachi, please tell her.
Yes, I did brainstorm the PYQs. PYQs not only help you to understand that how a question has to be approached, it also helps you that to what depth a syllabus topic can be asked. So it helps you enrich your notes as well, that to what extent your notes can be dense. So yes, I did brainstorming the PYQs as well. Rosh is also asking that it is better to attempt multiple test series or it is better to prepare notes, as the notes are generally bulky. I think they have to go both
See,
ways.
yes, Rosh, what you have to do, you have to find a sweet spot between both of them. Rather than multiple test series, I would say attempt one test series, but take feedback. Work on that feedback, then attempt the next test. Take feedback, work on that feedback, attempt one test series seriously. And along with one test series, start preparing the notes. This is what you need. Along with one test series and notes, brainstorm the PYQs. And your job is done. PYQs, start making your notes, and one test series. Along with quality feedback, you need to work on the feedback. You should know how to make the notes, right? We have PYQ brainstorming in this program, right? So what does that tell you? That will tell you which themes, which topics are repeated, and on these topics, how these topics are evolving in nature, right? Because UPSC may repeat the topic, but it will not repeat what it was asking on that topic. The evolving nature you will understand, so you will be able to make your notes better. You will be able to predict the answers, questions as well, right? So what is the difference between sure shot mains and sure shot seniors batch? The difference is sure shot mains anyone can enroll. Senior super 50 is only 50 seats are there, and it is only for those students who have written the mains before. If you have not written the mains before, right, there are two criteria. First is you must should have been able to write the mains, right? You must have appeared in the mains examination before. And the second criteria is you are scoring low in GS papers. If you are scoring low and you have appeared in the mains, then come to us. We will tell you how to enrich, how to score better. This is where this test series stands apart, right?
Priya is asking, Sachi ma'am, should we make templates for brainstorming? A basic template would suffice, Priya. I would say, for example, a broad topic, let's say governance. Then we have basically 8 pillars for good governance. Then you can fit whatever being asked in the question as per the context. But if we have that broad 8 points with us, it will be better for us to answer any question. Let me give you another example. For example, a question comes on disaster management. Then we can just ready-made take the Sendai framework, under which it has 7 targets and 4 goals. Now it cannot go beyond that. You just need to know how we can tweak the content which you have under these 7 or 4 goals framework as per the context of the question. So yes, a basic template is required. Not every question can be solved by template.
And this is one template Sachi ma'am has given example. We give you templates for each and every topic. And we also, because templates also there are in the market, you can buy the templates, right? But the problem comes in when you start applying the templates. Most of the students, they have the templates, ready-made templates in the market. They do not know how to apply them. So you need to learn to how to apply them as well. So that is where our expertise comes in. We tell you how to apply it. Rosh, yes, you have enrolled in a short batch. What you can do, you can call us, book a mentoring session, and connect with the team. So we will see if we can shift you to the Super 50 batch. There is a possibility. So please contact with us.
Rosh is asking, ma'am, what are the essential ingredients of a mains answer? Is it necessary to include example data facts even if we feel it distorts? No, I don't think anything can come over and above the flow of the answer. You need to ensure that flow. So if you think that that example or data is substantiating your argument, then only give. Otherwise, you need not to give example or data or substantiation for every argument. Flow is important. Correct content is important. Correct point is important.
Kabir is asking, sir, for content enrichment, I need selectively enrichment of particular topics, right? Yes, you need to do selective enrichment of selective topics only. You need to find the probable topics. For that, how to find the probable topics? Two things are required, Kabir. One thing is that you need to have a good hold over current affairs. And second thing is you need to analyze the PYQs so that you can predict based on that knowledge. PYQ analysis and brainstorming along with current affairs will help you predict the topics which are probable for next year's mains. So those topics, please do content enrichment. That is very much needed. Thank you. Any student has any other doubt? No one? So I think we thank you for joining us. I think that is all for today's. So Super 50 batch is there, and it is for only those students who have written the mains before. Rosh is again asking,
ma'am, how to ensure if one has done the maximum possible coverage for 70 to 80% of the mains question? Is there a checklist? Maximum possible coverage of 70 to 80% of the mains question, that's fine, Rosh. But the thing is, it's not the only thing which you require. You need multiple things. That's what Sir is saying, that you need good notes. You need quality notes. Then you need to practice them enough. You need to apply what you have read to your answer practice, because there will always be a gap between what you think that you will be able to write and what you actually write. So there is a gap. Also, doing PYQs, brainstorming them, doing enough answer writing practice, taking feedback, and then implementing feedback, ensuring that the mistake which you have done in one test does not get repeated in the second test. So these are all things which I think makes a checklist which you are asking for.
Sir, what is exactly you mean by PYQ analysis? Can you explain with examples and in depth? Ashish, by PYQ analysis, I mean 2-3 things. Okay, I will explain for you. So one thing that I mean by PYQ analysis is to find the themes, find repeated themes. This is the beginning, right? So you know which are high yielding themes. If you find repeated themes, by that you know that these themes are high yielding themes and I need to focus on these themes. These are the low hanging fruits. There are some topics which UPSC loves so much, they keep on asking again and again and again. So this is the first step. These are low hanging fruits, low yielding, high yielding, but low effort, right? The second step that you do, once you find out the themes, then you brainstorm the PYQs on those themes, right? Brainstorm that. By brainstorming, I mean what you do, you take pen and paper. Like for essay, we make a structure. You start making structure of those questions, of those answers, that what I would write, how I would generate the points, how I would write the, let us say, for example, introduction, what I should write in the conclusion, how I would approach that, right? So that thing is very, very important, because the more you practice, the more you and in brainstorming practice, what you will do breakdown of keywords. And now the problem is you don't know how to do breakdown of keywords, right? This is where I come in. You do breakdown of keywords to generate more points. It will generate your points. Even if there is a one pertinent question most of the time new student asks, sir, what to do, how to attempt one question, that one question of which I do not know the answer. If you have brainstormed the PYQs, you have done the breakdown of the keywords, then you can definitely generate more points just by breaking down the keywords, just by breaking down the command of the question word, right? So this is what you can do, right? Rosh, a final question, what needs to be done for essay and ethics? Do you have any separate courses? Essay is included. essay part is included in this program, Rosh, first of all. And ethics also, separate course of ethics, Piyush sir is there. You can look up for that. I think that is the best course right now, right, Piyush sir? Ethics enrichment course. So you can look up for that. If that course is upcoming, you can enroll in that. Okay, Ashish. So this was it. Anyone has any other doubt? No? Okay. So thank you for joining and keep studying. God bless you all. And if anyone wants to connect with the team of rankers and senior mentors, then do visit us. You can meet us in person as well. We are sitting at 7B, first floor, right? And Vajiram and Ravi, nearby metro station. Or you can book with a mentoring session or a session of discussion with us online as well. You have to connect to the counseling team for that.
Asha Saxena Gata, how soon can I get a confirmation regarding my admission if I have uploaded a requisite test
Uh,
in Google Form?
If you have uploaded the required documents, Akshay, then you will get the confirmation within 24 hours. Okay. So I hope that rounds up today's all the queries, because there are many other queries I have taken up, but I don't think I would be able to take all the queries that the student had filled up in the uh, uh, query form.
Josh is asking, would it be possible to interact with you in person at the institute?
Yes,
Sir
it is.
has already
Yes,
answered.
I am already there. Ma'am is there. Rahul Shekhar, rank 242. Shoaib IRS. Brain sir is there. Raghu sir is there. Sadhvi ma'am is there. So there are, yes, you can come visit us. We are always available, right? So thank you for joining. I think let's call it a day now, and keep studying. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much.